Hey everyone, so we're going to try graphing from this other type of equation, ax plus by equals c. We're going to try that one more time, but I'm going to do it a completely different way, and I'll do it with a different example now. 2x minus 4y equals 8. If you like the way on the first page, you can do the way on the first page or the first video. If you like this way, you can do it this way instead. So you and I both know that if we see an equation that looks like y equals mx plus b, we can graph it because we know that m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. But the equation we've been given that we want to investigate doesn't have that form. We can't see the slope and the y-intercept directly from this equation. But I know from the last video that I can manipulate this equation to get it to look like a slope-intercept equation. So I'm going to do that now. I'll draw my golden road. And I'm basically just going to get y by itself. So this is what we call solving the equation for y. By subtracting 2x from both sides, and then dividing both sides by -4, and making sure that when I divide the right side by -4, I divide every term by -4. When you do division, you have to divide the whole side by -4. On the left, I now have y. And on the right, I have -2 over -4, which is going to be positive. Well, let me do that in multiple steps. That's -2 over -4. X. And then I have plus 8 over -4. 8 divided by -4 is going to give me -2. Okay? And then I'm going to simplify this fraction, -2 over -4. Since the signs are the same, they'll cancel and we'll get a positive number. And if it's 2 over 4, 2 over 4 reduces to a half. And so this is m equals a half and b equals -2. And we can graph that linear equation. Okay? I'll set up my x and y axes. Okay? My slope is -2. That's this point right here. Whoa, Dankman. My y-intercept is -2, that's this point right here. And my slope is 1/2, okay? M is equal to change in y over change in x, 1 over 2. So my y change, and I will do this in, let's say, red, and I will do this in blue, b equals -2, b equals -2, okay? And my slope I'll do in red, my y change is +1, and my x change is +2, and I'll work those out, a few of them. And I'll go backwards even a little bit. And so I can see my slope staircase, boom, 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 boom. Okay. So I got the original equation in a form that I didn't quite understand, okay? I manipulated that form and changed it into a slope-intercept equation, which I know absolutely everything about. That made it really easy to graph that line. And now that I've graphed that line, I just want to make a quick little point. You'll notice that the slope is 0, -2, so that means when x equals 0, y is going to be equal to -2. And I also want to point out this other neato point, the x-intercept here, which we don't talk about quite as much in the beginning of our class. The x-intercept has the coordinates 4, 0, so that means when x equals 4, y equals 0. Okay? And I just want to make this point to you really quickly. I'm going to take the original equation all the way from the top, 2x minus 4y equals 8, and I'll bring it down here. Okay? 2x minus 4y equals 8. All right? And I'm just going to make a point to you that if I plug in x equals 0, which is from this point right here, I'm going to plug that into the equation. I get 2 times 0 minus 4y equals 8. 0 minus 4y equals 8. And dividing both sides by -4. Okay, I'm going to go off the bottom of the page. Over here, you get y is equal to 8 over -4 is -2. So, check. when x is 0, y comes out equal to negative 2. Okay? And I'm going to do that again with this other point here that's telling me, hey, 2x minus 4y equals 8. If x is 4, then y has to equal 0. And also, since this isn't quite a function, I can go backwards, and I can think about it as if y equals 0, then x has to equal 4. That might be easier for me. So I'm going to plug in y equals 0. I get 2x minus 0 equals 8. 2x equals 8. And therefore, x equals 4. And so I just want to make that point to try and convince you that the original equation, 2x minus 4y equals 8, still matches up with the important points that we found on this line here, which means the original equation and the new equation that we made are still equivalent. They have all the same solutions, all the same points. They're just different ways of writing the equation of the same line. There you go.